Hello Junkies, my name is Bob and today we are going to be talking about the Demogorgon action figure from Funko. Now, as you can see clearly right here on the label, we picked this bad boy up for $3.98. It seems as if Target is getting ready for season 3 and they are removing all of the Stranger Things product by marking it all down anywhere from 50% or more. We have seen the 10-inch Demogorgon by McFarlane Toys marked down as low as $7.98, which is 1 penny cheaper than this was originally. I love 3/7-inch figures. I was raised on them, I guess you could say. And I was curious about this one at the time. When it came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. Didn't bother to pick it up. Then I saw it on discount, and who doesn't love cheap toys? So let's get to it. As you can see here, we do have the peg. Peg hole up here at the top. We have the Demogorgon with his mouth wide open. And there are several points of articulation here. So let's flip it over. I think it actually says how many there are. It does not. So Netflix, Kellogg's, this is by Funko. Which is weird because Funko kind of got out of the 3/7-5-inch line for a little bit and then came back with Stranger Things. Super 7 got a lot of the reaction line, which was originally done by Funko. The Flash figures, the Fifth Element figures, these were all done by Funko as reaction. Halloween, a lot of the Universal Monster movie figures. And then they just, sold it all off to Super 7. And I think Super 7's done a great job with it. They've really run with it. I mean, we're getting Rocky 4 figures now. But this is, obviously, I think this is really cool. And the points of articulation here are insane. We do have the full cast of Season 1 and the Demogorgon. And there are multiple 3-packs that have different versions of the Demogorgon, as well as the kids in different outfits. So let's open this guy up. I've talked long enough. Now, I do like the old style school card. I doubt I'll keep this, so I don't even know why I'm being so delicate. And didn't matter anyway because I ripped it. So let's get him out of the plastic coffin here and see what his articulation is like. So, oh, all right. He has been in the car for a little bit today. We're a little bit warmer here than normal on the East Coast. So let's do a close-up here to give you guys a better idea of what we're looking at. So he's very, oh yeah. You ever have a figure that just sat in the car way too long? Yeah, that's the Demogorgon today. So let's do what I like to call an instant pose. And he's actually sticky. He's been in the car that warm, but I mean, it's insane the details that you see on this back. I mean, this is a 375 figure. Most figures, I mean, there are Star Wars figures today. Oh, he's really got, it's not just an up and down, back and forth leg. It's really wide. All right, let's get to it. Let's do the instant pose here. We'll set him up here. And I'm a little worried at the feet. Now, he does run. Oh, look at that. He does run on almost all fours, but this is a little bit more like the humanoid version, which I think is funny. I saw a meme once that the first season was just this guy, like the alien in Alien, and then in season 2, they became more like dogs, just like the aliens were more like drones with a hive mind in the second film. He is really sticky from being out in the heat all day. Believe it or not, he's sticking to my hand more than he is to anything else. If I can zoom in on him there. He's a very cool figure. You can't argue with the articulation, nor can you argue with the sculpt. It's a solid, solid figure. It's a really good job by Funko. All right, zoom back out. So let's see if we can do some sort of other pose. Oop, wow, head came right off. Went right back on. Gotta like that. So you can give him, see if we can do like a running kind of look to him as he had it. Because these joints here really do bend down to give you that animalistic kind of look. So, as you can see, yep, there he is. All right, well, it's a 375 figure. He's got great points of articulation. His these joints are great. He's a little loose, more than I'd like for a brand new figure. But I think over the course of time, he's really gonna play well. Look at these extra. Look at this. You can really do all kinds of great stuff with these arms, these hands. Too bad it doesn't come with 2 heads, but I know that there is a separate head that's closed that doesn't have that flower style look. Let's see if I can zoom back out here. That flower style look. But let us do a size comparison here. Now I'm going to straighten his legs out a little bit. And I was hoping to have a old school Star Wars figure on the shelf today here at the office to bring in, but he fell and I can't find him. So what I did bring was this. I brought a Secret Wars Iron Man. Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? Oh. Some two very 80s figures. I thought the Iron Man was more appropriate in some ways, even though I couldn't find the Star Wars figure. So height-wise, they're about the same. Now granted, the Demogorgon's legs are a little bit shorter. Longer, so that he can actually, crouch and be more animalistic looking. But as you can see, the old school Iron Man, which is actually a Rhodes Iron Man if you go from Secret Wars and not Tony Stark, is it's a solid figure as well. But again, modern day, look at those points of articulation in the sculpt, whereas we have the old school Iron Man. So in closing, a great price for just under $4, which is the old school price of G.I. Joes and Star Wars figures. I think it'll be a great monster to put in the background and also to have in some of my horror collection. I do really like monster figures. You don't see too many of them, and one as unique and as different as this is just fantastic. So a great job by Funko. I recommend if you can pick any of them up. This is not moved, by the way. If you can pick any of these up, you can get them on Entertainment Earth. And the Demogorgon usually comes in the 3-pack. So you get 2 of the kids, and then you get one version of him. And usually this is different. It'll be closed or it'll be open. It just depends. But hit your local Target and see if you can find one on sale. This is a cool figure. Thanks for tuning in, junkies.